I'm Kathy Fawn, and today I'm going to be sharing a senior pictures tutorial, which is 100% drugstore and also flash egg free. And honey, we don't want to pull a James Charles moment, okay? Flashback Mary needs to stay home when it's senior pictures, because it's literally the picture that you can never retake, okay? So here we go. Okay, so all of the products that I use in this video will be linked in the description box below, as well as all the tools that I use is drugstore. All my social media and all that fun stuff is in the description box below. And yeah, let's get started in this tutorial on how you can slay your senior photos on a budget, okay?
Alright, so I'm starting off by filling off my eyebrow with the Loreal Pro Stylist Brow Definer. It's a thicker eyebrow pencil, but it'll get the job done. Just something slight just to fill in the brows, give it some shape and some color. And now I'm concealing it with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, just underneath the entire brow to carve it out and give it a really nice clean line. So I'm using the NYX Angel Veil and e.l.f. Hydration Primer, and I'm starting off with the NYX Angel Veil in the center of my face to give it a nice smooth and matte finish, and then I'm using the e.l.f. Hydration just to smooth things out but give it a more dewy look everywhere else. And now I'm taking the Photo Focus Wet n Wild Concealer in medium tawny to carve out the top of my eyebrows because it is closer to my skin tone. And so I'm just cleaning it up, making sure it's just nice and sharp. Then I'm just blending it out. And I'm also using the same concealer to spot conceal. So just giving a little bit more coverage to my little dark spots. And I'm using the e.l.f. Beauty Blender. And it's actually really nice. I really like the texture and the shape of it. And it's really inexpensive. It's 12 bucks for a 3-pack. Now I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and I don't remember the exact shade, but I will list my shade dupes in the description box below. So for the most part, I don't really like to blend foundation into my hairline because my hairline is naturally darker, but I do like to blend the foundation on my sideburn area and also my jawline, because you just want to make sure everything matches around there. But I'm leaving my hairline basically a blank canvas for my contour. So now I'm going to be using 4 different concealer colors. I know you guys probably think I'm crazy, but I like to use the creamiest to the lightest and most dewy concealer underneath my eye. And then so I'm using Photo Focus on my cheek area. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me in the center, and then I'm using NYX right underneath my eye, because I find that the NYX HD concealer is just the dewiest and it looks the best underneath my eye. It doesn't give a lot of creasing. So I'm just slowly blending it. So I use the RC May right underneath my eye. Then I use the Maybelline later on in the video to blend it out with my cheek complexion, so just like a nice gradient. You just want to make sure that your foundation and everything just blends really nicely. So now I'm going to be contouring, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus contour stick in Oaks on You, and I'm just doing that on my cheeks, forehead, and jawline. And I'm blending this out with a Real Techniques Face Expert brush, and just making sure you're really stippling it and blending it towards the hairline. That's going to be very important and not creating any flashback. And now I'm just taking the sponge that I blended out my foundation with and just blending that all out. So now I'm going to be baking. So I like to take the neutral color first, especially underneath my jawline, just to clean up that contour and make sure it's really sharp and definite on where you want the product to stand out the most, as well as my nose and my under eye. So just like I said, blending that more skin tone color with that white powder. And now I'm going back to really cut that cheekbone to make everything really sharp. Okay, so now I'm going to be baking my chin. I like to stay away from baking my forehead because I just think, 1, my forehead's already really big. 2, it just makes it look cakey. And now I'm going with Milani's Luminoso blush all along where I contoured. And now I'm just blending everything out with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzers. So I'm just giving it a really nice smooth look, making sure that everything's really blended. And now I'm dusting off all of the bake. So that's really important and getting flashback free and a really even look. So now I'm starting on the eyes. So now I'm going to be using Rimmel's Brow Gel just to hold everything down and in place. Then I'm going to be taking Maybelline Fit Me concealer to prime my eyelids and just blend it all out. So next thing that I'm going to be using is a Beauty Treats palette, which you can find at Five Below, the dollar store, and Walmart, I believe. So I'm just taking the third lightest shade and putting that right underneath my brow bone, just to give it a little bit of highlight and definition, and making sure the transition shades just all blend nice and smoothly into my brow bone. So now I'm taking a really light peachy shade as a transition with a big fluffy brush. So as you guys can tell, this look is all about blending, making sure everything's smooth. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit more of a cooler brown, but around the same shade, and just blending that out and focusing it more on my outer crease. Next, we're going to be mixing that shade and a darker warm brown, just to give it a little bit more dimension. So it's all about layering and really getting like a nice blended look. So I just took a warmer brown shade, and now I'm going to be going back with this on my brow bone in my inner corner, and just taking a lighter shade for my brow bone and blending, making sure everything's nice and blended. So now I'm making a really weird face because I think I'm getting sick. So now I'm going to be taking the Milani Make It Last primer setting spray, as well as my fan, and making sure all of the powder is all nice and set and you don't really get any powder residue. And I'm just doing it twice. This is also going to emphasize the highlight when I apply it. So I'm going to be taking, well actually no, I'm going to be adding a little bit more blush because I think it kind of dulled out when I put more bronzer. So now I'm taking the Maybelline eyeshadow in the Glow-Down and Essence highlighter and mixing those two to get a really nice natural dew, and putting that on my cheekbones as well as on my nose. So just blending that all out and getting a smaller brush to really get in there, as well as highlighting my inner corners and underneath my brow bone. So just creating a really nice natural glow. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. And now I'm curling my eyelashes, getting ready to apply mascara. The L'Oreal Voluminous Lashes Mascara. It's not my favorite, but it works and it does the job, especially since I'm going to be applying lashes on top. These are the lashes DO2, which I purchased off of AliExpress. I really, really love them, and I really, really recommend them. Now I'm just taking Duo Eyelash Glue. And those lashes, the only thing is if you purchase more than one, shipping costs around like $3. So just keep that in mind when you purchase them. So now I'm taking NYX lip liner in Peekaboo Neutral and Soft Brown. I'm starting off with Soft Brown and lining my lips, and then I'm filling the rest in with Peekaboo Neutral, which Peekaboo Neutral is just my lips but better. So now I'm taking this little lip palette by L'Oreal, and I'm taking shades that match my lip pencil relatively. I don't know if they still sell this because the last time I saw it was on clearance, so I just bought another one, but I'm not sure if they still sell it. If they do, I will definitely link it in the description box. So now I'm just blending everything out, and I added my favorite e.l.f. lip lacquer lip gloss on top, and now I'm applying the lashes. Okay, Kathy didn't check, but apparently, okay, now you guys can see a little bit better, but okay, so that's pretty much it for this look, y'all.
Alright, so that's it for this tutorial. I hope this really does help you guys save some money on your senior photos, because that in itself is already very expensive. And like I said, everything that I mentioned is linked in the description box below, as well as comments, questions and concern. Comment that down below. And on my social media, so if you guys want to follow me, that'll be linked in the description box below. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and you guys save some money on your senior photos. or just having a flashback for your look. Okay, bye guys.